Hey everyone, long time. How are you guys, huh? It's been a long time since we did one of these, and it's time that we do one of these videos. We're going to call it a video. It's not a live stream. I miss doing live streams. Oh my God. I really do. Why haven't we done a live stream? I blame the Chinese government. I love the Chinese government. But they're making it very difficult for me to get through and get a VPN connection for enough time to live stream a video without interruption. So I'm going to be pre-recording this and then uploading it for you. Okay, so anyway, it is December 18th where I am right now on my side of the world, and I want to welcome you guys to the end of the year update. And I know we haven't been together for a year, but we started in September, and from I think it was about September 18th, the week of September 18th, and right now it's what? Yeah, the week of September 18th, and today it's December the 18th, and that's a really good coincidence. So we have come a long way, and we started from nothing. We started from nothing, and we came a long way, and we got to where we are right now, and it's fantastic. It's good that we made it this far, and we've seen everything. We've seen a dried out market. We've seen the market drop to the bottom and then moon to the top to 10,500. We saw what happened right after the moon to 10,500, that sideways thing. We played that really nicely, but then that chop, we got hit by that chop. That was not good when we got hit by that chop. But then, hey, we played the drop. And then we got stuck in the sideways chop again. But we did okay on the sideways chop. Now, anyway, here's what I realized. After talking to a lot of you in the last couple days, I was able to find out a little bit about your experiences and how you've been keeping up with the group and the kind of trades you've been making. And that made me want to take all of your feedback and put together an approach that would help bring everybody onto the same page. Now, a lot of you have shown tremendous amounts of improvement and you are making profit, and that's fantastic. Now, my issue is that we should be making more profit. We should not be excited about making $100 in like a week. We should be consistently trying to do, at least $200-300 every 2 days. At least every 2 days. There should be some consistency, but we should be doing about 100% ROE every week. Do you see what I'm talking about? So now, in order to get up there, we need to take some steps, right? And it's not difficult to get up there, to be making 100 to 200% ROE every week. It is not difficult to do on 25x, but here's the thing. This is what I realized. So there are some of you who need clarification about the strategies we're using. So what I heard from a few people is that, hey, Bill Gates is full of so much different stuff. I don't know where to begin. And who I got this from the most are the newest members. They say, Bill Gates is full. I don't know where to start. Okay, well, I'm going to simplify everything for all of us. For everybody. Doesn't matter whether you were here from September or yesterday, we're all going to be at the same level playing field. So that's what we're going to get into. I got lots of exciting stuff coming for the group, and we are getting ready for January 2020. Big. January 2020 is going to be big. So between now and then, we are getting ready. Step 1, I need all of you guys to get your charts in order. I need to make sure that all of us are looking at the same charts. Okay? So, starting right now, forget about anything from before. We are going to begin from square one right here in this video. Okay, now let's stop wasting time. Let's get going, shall we? Okay. And I want to let you know ahead of time that I will post a live link to each one of these charts in Bill Gates, okay? And I will be simplifying Bill Gates for everybody, okay? So let's get going. Chart number 1. This, folks, is our 1-minute sculpt chart. Where's my title? Did they delete it? Yes, this is my 1-minute sculpt chart. Where's my title? Oh, I was looking at it on the 1-hour view. Ah, there it is. Beautiful. Okay. This is our 1-minute sculpt chart. Okay. 1-minute sculpt chart. This is our first chart. Very, very important chart. Okay. Now, why is this chart important? This chart is important because it tells you all of the significant supports and resistances when we are trading on the 1-minute time frame. Do you see how beautifully that plays out? Bing, nope, rejected, retest, rejected, ranging, coming down here. Do you see that? Okay, I want to show you. This is so beautiful, okay? So beautiful. Remember I said that yesterday? What happens when the MAs move down like that and then open up? Well, there was a sideways thing and then crash. Okay. So anyway, this is our 1-minute support, 1-minute SR chart, or 1-minute scalp chart, what I call it. And what we use this for is to determine significant support and resistance levels while we are scalping on the 1-minute chart. Okay. Now, if you take a look at this situation right now, it is very dangerous. Why? The next support I got below 66.13 is here at 6063. Very dangerous and volatile situation. So if anyway, I'm not going to get into the details. So that's all you need to know. Now, the next important question. If you're new, you're asking me, well, hey, why do you have all of these dates on the lines? Okay, now I'm going to tell you in the most simple way. This is a big, big secret. How do you get these support and resistance lines? Let me tell you. First of all, you go to your chart. And what I want you to do is open a 205-minute chart. There we go. Now, each candle on this time frame, on this chart, is 205 minutes. Now, what I want you to do is go to today's date. Today, UTC time, it is still December the 17th. Now, what you need to do, December the 17th, is go find the first 205 candle right there. There you have it. Do you see that? That is the first 205 candle. Now, what do you do? What you want to do is find out, hey, how much was the price at the top of this candle? Let's get a horizontal ray to make everything clear. I'm losing my voice. There you go. That's the top. What's that? 6892. What's the price at the bottom? There you go. That's the bottom. 6867 approximately. Yep. Okay, beautiful. Okay. Now I'm going to write those down on a piece of paper. 6892 and 6867. Okay. Now what I do is I go back to my 1-minute scalp chart. I pull up a horizontal line. I plot it somewhere. Okay, I don't like thick lines, so let's go with that. Settings. Okay, now I'm going to put in the first price. What was that? 6892. The style, it doesn't matter. I like to make the writing the same color. Then I'm going to put here December 18, 6892. Okay, there you go. See that? It's right there. Okay. Now let's put in the next one. What was the next one? 6867. Okay, and today is December 18. What do we call that? 6867. There you go. Now, why is that important? That's your SR for the day. It goes above, you long. It goes below, you short. Do you see that? Above the top, long. Below the bottom, short. Do you see how beautifully that played out for the day? It's amazing. Sorry, guys, I'm about to lose my voice. Yeah, my throat is acting really weird because I've been up for like almost 20, I don't know, something hours. All right. Okay, that's how you get the supports and resistances. It's a special formula that I obtained through numerology, but it works. So, hey, use it to your advantage, okay? And maybe you could send me a DM and we could talk about it sometime. I'm not going to get into the super cool numerology stuff today. I'm just trying to make sure everybody's on the same page here, okay? Now, let's move back. Okay, next chart. This here is my Ganfan chart. 205-minute Ganfan chart. Very, very important. So I've been using this over time. Don't get confused by it. Okay, I'm not going to get into the details here. You don't need to worry about all of this. This is just all of my rough work. Okay, it's all of my rough work. But what do I need you to do? I need you to make your own Ganfan. Oh my God. I need you to make your own Ganfan chart. Okay, how are you going to make your own Ganfan chart? Well, you open the 205-minute. Okay, not the 205-minute. You start on the 4-hour. Okay, you start on the 4-hour. There you go. That's the 4-hour. Look at that, huh? Is this going to double bottom? Maybe a little bit lower. Who knows? Let's wait and see. Okay. Now, what you do here is I'm going to show you how to draw a Ganfan real quick. In Bill Gates, there is a video posted for you and an article for you to read, but I'll quickly go over it. You pull up this trend angle, you find the pivot low, you click there, and you draw a 45-degree angle. You know, we've done this a million times, but hey, why not? Then you go here to the toolbar and you choose Ganfan. Ganfan. There you go. Now, you click down here, you click at the vertex and drag it up. You drag it up so that this blue line, which is called the 1-to-1, is right on top of this yellow 45-degree angle. Just like that. And you click. Do you see that? That's it. Now, until you finish plotting both of these, you are not allowed to touch the zoom button. Okay? Don't zoom in and out like this. Okay? Or move this. Okay? Until you have drawn both the angle and the fan on top. Okay? Until you have completed both steps of drawing the angle one. Do you see that? I drew that. Okay? And now you have to plot the fan on top. Do you see that? 45-degree angle. There you go. Now I click somewhere here and now I can zoom. That's fine. Okay? But what is not allowed is you cannot do this. Plot the angle 45 degrees. Okay? And then zoom in and out and zoom out and then come back, pick the fan, and plot the fan on top. Let's just pick it there, okay? That is not allowed. Okay, why? You will not get a perfect fan. Something will be wrong with your fan, okay? Don't ask me, it's just the way TradingView is, okay? But now that you've drawn the fan, if you zoom, it looks like this angle is changing, but the price relative to the Ganfan is not changing. That's all that matters, okay? So good. Now, let's move forward. That is your Ganfan. Now, what's important about this Ganfan? Most important is the blue 1-to-1 line. Okay? Now, what does it mean? If the price is above the blue 1-to-1 line, it is bullish. As it moves to the right of the fan, the price becomes less bullish and more bearish. Do you see that? Okay? Make sense? As it moves towards the right of the fan, it becomes more bearish. Okay, now, here's the thing. Which lines are important? The lines that are important, real quick, is number 1, this blue 1-to-1. Number 2, this red 2-to-1. Number 3, the 8-to-1. 3 most important lines, okay? So real quick, rule number 1, above the blue 1-to-1, okay, sure, you can long it using other confluence from your TA. Below the blue 1-to-1, now you want to be careful in a long because it's going bearish. Yeah, it could pump up this way. Do you see that? It could pump up that way. But once it's below the blue 1-to-1, yeah, it can pump. It can pump like this. Do you see that? It could do that. But you don't want to be longing here because what's going to happen is eventually it'll just come bing that way. Do you see that? That's what's going to happen as what happened over here. Okay? Now, once the price makes it below the red 2-to-1, it is bearish. You don't want to long once the price is below the red 2-to-1. Why? It is a suicide mission because once it's below the red 2-to-1, it almost always falls off the fan. So if you longed here, oh, look at you, buddy. You just got fucked. Okay? So you don't want to do that. Okay? I always tell everybody, oh, don't long below the red 2-to-1. So when all the internet chat people are talking about longs and longing and bottom and all of this stuff or move up and whatever, I just look, if the price is below the red 2-to-1, I'm not even hearing that, okay? I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to chill. I'm not doing shit. So now here's another key thing you need to understand. Another zone that's important for this fan is right here between the blue 1-to-1 and red 2-to-1. Now, do you see this zone right here? It's fucking nasty. Okay? Let me give you a suggestion. Big time suggestion. When's the best time to trade? Let me ask you a question actually. When are the best times to trade? Let's use this red line. Best time to trade? Right here, above the blue 1-to-1. And below the red 2-to-1. Do you see that? Okay. Best time 1, best time 2. This shit here, you don't want to be a part of it. Just say no. No, 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 no. Like my girlfriend. No. All right. So once it's below the blue 1-to-1 and above the red 2-to-1, this is a chop. Because all of these motherfuckers here, all of these guys, their hopes and fears got to get fucked up by this chop. Okay? They're going to get stopped. They're going to get wrecked. There's people holding, thinking, hey, this is going to moon. So they're long from here. So this is going to come and chop them. Going to move up a little bit, give them hope, come down and chop them. Do you see that? And then it's going to come down and, hey, fuck you guys. Do you see that? And then what's happening to all the people who are shorting here? Oh my God, no, it's not good. It's going to go down. It's going to go. They're thinking it's going to go down like that. Do you see that? But no, it doesn't do that. Instead, it goes, do you see that? These shorts, and they're holding on. Now the price is starting to go down, but no, wick. Do you see that? It's going to fuck everybody. That's how it works, okay? So you got to start thinking about, instead of, okay, everybody thinks pump, dump. Nice, right? But what do we just see with the scan fan? It doesn't really work like that because they're going to fuck everybody, okay? So there you go. If you're going to trade 25x and try to hold a position, tough luck, okay? Now, here's the thing. Why do I focus on 25x? Because most people in my group are trying to build a portfolio. They're trying to build a significant amount to trade with, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 BTC. And 25x is a good way to get there. And in the current market condition, look, if you're going to swing trade, where the fuck are you going to swing trade on this shit? Huh? Where are you going to swing trade? You're going to long it here? Until when? Right here? And then what? You think you're going to get to short it right there? And it's going to come down a bit? And then what? It's going to come, swing trades. I'm not a fan of swing trades right now. Not in this market. We did a lot of swing trading before, but in the current market, no, I'm not seeing that, okay? I like to take my profits while I see them. So now, folks, that's a GANFAN. Now, GANFAN is very important because you can look at where the price is, okay? Above the blue 1-to-1 bullish, okay? Below the red 2-to-1, it is bearish, okay? And then what in between here, it's a chop. So what does that mean? In your 1 minute, when you're trading the 1 minute, you can use those SRs and the location on the fan as confluence of what you're doing, okay, or the kind of trades you're going to enter. And hey, these usually act as significant supports and resistances. So that's from the pivot low. Now let's go to the pivot high. Okay, let's say we go here. This is this pivot high in the summer. Same thing, we could draw a GANFAN from the pivot high. 45-degree angle from the pivot high. No, I don't like that one. I want to go to I want the one before it. Okay. Sometimes you got to zoom in a little bit just to get it right. Okay. And yeah, you can use magnet mode. Magnet mode will help you get the top of the wick almost precisely, pretty much. You see that 46, 45. Do you see that? Okay. Now we try the GANFAN on top of that. Okay. There you go. You see that? Very beautiful. Okay, there you go. Okay, now the opposite applies here. Okay, below the blue 1-to-1, bearish. Do you see? The more it stays to the left of the fan, the more bearish it is. It falls faster. As it starts going to the right, it starts to get a little bullish. Okay, now what the price likes to do from the pivot high above the red 2-to-1, it's bullish. Below the blue 1-to-1, it's bearish. So if from the pivot high you start to see the price going above the blue 1-to-1, you don't want to be short. Okay. Now what I notice many times the price likes to do with the pivot high, it likes to, you see this 8-to-1 line. Okay, the price likes to go up towards the 8-to-1 line, and what it does sometimes, it shoots above just a little bit, and then it wicks back down and it just dumps. Okay, you'll see that a lot of the time. Okay, so when you see the price is headed towards the 8-to-1 line of the pivot high, that does not mean you FOMO long. Don't. What's going to happen is it's going to try to test it. It usually tests it, but this time it rejected before. It'll test it or try to wick above and retest it as support. Okay, if there's a retest of support, then maybe you could think it's going up, but in most cases it rejects down. Okay, and you can see how beautifully these SRs play out. Bing, 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 bing. Same zone, right? Okay, and you can pick any pivot high or pivot low to draw these GANFANs from. Okay, fantastic. We got that out of the way. If you guys need some more help with GANFANs, let me know. Send me a message and we could talk about them. Okay, next up. So this is your GANFAN chart. So you're going to make your own GANFAN chart like this, and you can go to all the pivot lows and draw them, okay? All the pivot highs of BTC, and have yourself a wonderful time exploring the world of GANFAN, because GANFAN is awesome. GANFAN saves you money, and GANFAN helps you understand what the fuck is going on. Yeah, okay? Now let's move forward. Can't show you that right now. Okay, is that my that's my name is secret. Okay, all right. Ooh, what 66? You know what? Fucking I knew that was gonna happen. I didn't do it. You see, I've been good at controlling my FOMO, almost to the point that I'm very picky with which trades I take. Okay, now so far we got chart number 1, which is your 1 minute scalp chart. And then we got chart number 2, which is your GANFAN chart that you're going to make on your own, okay? I'll give you a copy of mine too, though. Now, this price is about to make this double bottom, which is... okay, I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. Now, the next chart. So this here, again, I'll give you a link. This is my GANFAN chart. I'll set you up with it. Yes, I got the GAN box and stuff like that. I'm not going to explain it this time. And the next chart you need to be using, folks, is we're going to get into this right here. Where's my chart, yo? Where's my chart, folks? Where's my GAN chart? not my cam. Where's my Williams chart? Hang on a minute, folks. I need to pause this video. I need to pause this video. Pause. Where's my pause video, man? Okay. Now that we've paused it. Hold up, let me find that chart. Okay, I feel awful. I could have shorted that, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's get back here. Now, the next chart I'm going to show you is my Williams main chart, okay? And you know the price is dropping in front of me, and I'm just here. I'm like, okay, fine, okay? Now, on the Williams main chart, I'm going to go over some things with you real quick, okay? First of all is this DPO, okay? DPO, all you need to know, here you have this LSMA 2299 and you have the DPO right here, okay? Don't worry about what it does, what it doesn't do. I'm not going to go over that, okay? When you see that the DPO line is coming above the LSMA, the price is probably going to rise. When it's going sideways, it's probably going to chop, okay? Do you see that? Once it's curves coming back down, it's probably going to dump. Do you see that? Going up, it's going to go up. Below the LSMA, it's going to dump. Look at that, man. Oh my god, I knew that would have happened, but hey, it's okay. I'm working on this video. Come on. Okay. Fuck. It's okay. It's okay. Just dump without me. Yeah, go ahead. Alright. Just dump without me. Okay, so that's the DPO. You guys see this? Like, I'm totally not FOMOing right now. Yeah, see that? I'm not FOMOing. Why? Because I already had a good trade. It's okay. Now you see this here? This is the DPO. As soon as it comes down, the price likes to dump, okay? As soon as it rises up, what do you get? You get some kind of pump. This is very weak, right? This is kind of weak. But okay, fine, sure, okay? DPO right here. Look right here. Where was that? Right there. Came below the DPO. Dump. Okay, so you can go and back test that. That's just for your own visual observation. You don't really use DPO to enter a trade. You just use it to kind of know what's going on, okay? So everything is all about confluence, my friends. It's all about confluence. Did this hit 6586? It hit 6586. Okay, very good. All right, next thing on here. Okay, you have three indicators. You have the Williams 578 high, you have the Williams 1111 close, and you have the Williams 827 low. What do we use these for? We use the 578 high to find a top. We use the 827 low to find a bottom. We use the 1111 to monitor the general trend. Okay? Now, what does that mean? Usually when the 578 high, when it tops, it tops. That means the top is in, pretty much, okay? That's what I said today before the massive short, okay? See, look, top is in, okay? Now, let's look at the 827 low. What happens when the 827 low bottoms? It means pretty much the bottom is in. Do you see that? Now, my friends, you need to understand that I'm not very eager to enter trades because I know that when I enter a trade, I will win. So today and the last couple of days, I've just been trying to get a lot of work done, and I haven't been trying to FOMO. But anyway, now what do we say about the 827 low? When it reaches the bottom, it means, hey, the bottom line is here at minus 99.21. That means, hey, the bottom is most likely in. Okay, so once it bottoms, then you need to be careful, because if you were short from here, you want to take profit, because chances are that this thing is going to swing back up. You see that? Okay, very important. Okay. That's what you use that 827 low for, okay? As soon as it hits the bottom, then you need to protect your profits from that drop. key thing, okay? Yeah, it could keep dropping, sure, like it's doing now. The more time it spends down here, the more it's going to consolidate, and the more it consolidates down here, the more the price is going to keep pushing down. You see that? But entering a short, once the 827 low is down here, is, ew, oh my God, are you sure you want to do that? You must not really like your money that much, okay? You don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. I did that today, and I wasn't too happy, but it was okay. I don't want to do that. Okay, now, next thing. We talked about the 578 high. What happens when the 578 high is there? It tops. Now, on the 578, we're going to get to the EMAs next. Wait, okay? Now, please. Okay, thanks. That's better. Okay. Now, damn, it's 3:38 a.m. And I've been trying to make this video for the longest time. I just, I wanted to find the right way to do it. And this is the 1111. Now, in a trending market, the 1111 is the most beautiful thing in the world. In a trending market. Right now, is this a trending market? No, it isn't a trending market. How do I know that? Because all of this shit, this sideways bullshit here, it's a chop. You see that? It didn't even make it to the top. It's so, oh my God, this EMA is not even rising, okay? So right now it's a chop. So right now, the 11:11 1 minute doesn't mean much, okay? But normally it's very significant, okay? Normally it's very significant on the 1 minute and the 6 minute, okay? Normally the 1 minute 11:11 is our scalp chart. Scalps for longs and scalps for short. Normally on the 6 minute time frame, the 1 minute 11:11 is a swing chart, okay? We use it to enter our swing trades, but right now that is not, it is pretty much irrelevant in the current market, okay? Because it's all chop, it's not doing anything. Usually, as I explained in Bill Gates already, is this white line is the EMA 800. When the EMA 800 rise, okay, so what you need to enter along based on the 11:11 is that the 11:11 needs to bottom right here at point number 1, okay, at minus 99.21. That's number 1. Number 2, the Williams line needs to go above the 800 EMA, this white line, and it needs to go above this blue line, the minus 69.81. Do you see that? So the Williams line needs to bottom and then break above the 800 EMA and above the minus 69.81 line. Do you see that? And that qualifies as a long signal. Now, hold on. Don't get so excited right there. There's an obstacle. The obstacle is this minus 60.14 line right here, okay? That is what we call our rebound line. Once the Williams hits that line, what it likes to do is bounce back in the direction that it originally came from. So if it's going up, it'll bounce back down. Do you see that? Now, if it's coming from top to bottom, what it likes to do, like right here, top to bottom, hit the rebound line, bounce back up, okay? So you need to watch out for this rebound line whenever you are in a trade. So if you're ever getting excited about entering a long, as soon as you get the long signal, you should relax. Why? Because this shit's probably going to hit the rebound line, and the rebound line is going to send it back, right? And then it's going to try to find support on this 800 EMA, and look what happened. Psh, go to shit, okay? So that's what's important there. Now you can go back and backtest this concept, okay? Guys, backtesting is very important because it allows you to see stuff that you otherwise wouldn't see. Don't just take a strategy and run with it. Go and check what would have happened in the past with it, okay? Now, that is that, okay? Now let's get into the EMA and the LSMA, okay? Now here's the deal. For the 578 high, same thing for long signal. We don't use it. First of all, folks, we don't use the 578 high and the 827 low for long or short signals. We just use 578 high to know when the top is in, and 827 low to know when the bottom is in. I think I said 827 low. So pretty much when the 578 high is going up, it'll move above the 800 EMA. Okay, the 800 EMA is this white line, and the red line is the LSMA 600. Okay, so it will climb up, it'll push up. Okay, so once these cross, it is bullish. Once the red crosses above the white, it is bullish. Do you see that? Okay, and what happens is that the Williams line will find support on the LSMA 600. Okay, now what happened? The Williams line topped. Just because it tops one time, that doesn't mean go short. It could top again. It could top again. Now, here's the thing. As long as it keeps topping, what happens is that, you see the first top was here. All right, where's my paintbrush? The first top was here. The second top was here. The third top was here. Do you see that? 1, 2, 3. Now, if you notice on the indicator, they're at the same level, but the price is still being pushed up. Okay, that is bullish consolidation. Okay, now folks, on all of the indicators, on all three Williams, anytime that the Williams line is above minus 28.77, it is bullish. Okay, the price is bullish anytime the Williams is above minus 28.77. Now, to enter short based on the 578 high, one signal as confluence that you would need, you would use other things from your TA, is that the Williams line breaks below this red LSMA line. Do you see that? It topped and then it broke below. Do you see that? Okay. Do we see that before? See that? It topped, then it broke below. It did retest and dumped. Do you see that? Topped, broke below. See that? Try to retest, dumped. Okay. What happened here? Topped, see that topped, broke below, but then it's still above minus 20.77. I told you above minus 20.77, it is bullish, right? Topped again, broke below. Now, would you have shorted here? No. Why? Because the fucking thing did not top. The fucking top is over here. It is not over here. If it tops over here, just shut the fuck up, sit down, pull a chair, and go have a milkshake or get an ice cream from DQ and come back later. Okay? Don't get wrecked. Don't get FOMO. Oh my God, it didn't top. It's bearish. No. Okay? Relax. You don't need to catch every trade. All right? You don't need to be Superman. Let Superman be Superman. You just be the person who makes some profit here and there and, puts up your account balance. That's who you want to be. Okay? So again, that's a short signal here. Makes sense, guys? Okay, go play it, rewind it. Okay? Now, you want to see how that worked live? You see that right here? This is the fake top. This is the bearish thing. Oh my God, it topped. No, it didn't top. The top is up here. What happened here? Came back down. Pump! Okay? You see that? Okay, and then what happened? It topped, broke the LSMA, dump. You see that? Yo, I see that. I call that today. I said it in the group. I said, yo, the 578, it looks topped. I think I said it at this top, and I was busy at my day job at that time. And then, pretty cool. I discovered this. It's my method. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things I'm kind of catching on to is people are using my method. And they're coming up with other explanations for stuff with my method. Suddenly I see people like drawing trend lines and shit on their fucking price chart. Never saw those fucking trend lines before. Where'd they come from? All right. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. Okay. All right. No one's going to go post a fucking 578 high chart and 827 low chart and say, look, Williams said the top is in or the bottom is in. Nah. Instead, they're going to draw some fucking trend lines and pretend like, they invented that shit. You understand that? Now, look. Let me show you how that works, okay? So now, if I know that this was the bottom here, this is the bottom. Do you see that? Okay. Then what am I going to do? I'm going to go connect these points. Do you see that? And if I know Williams is going to top here, then I'm going to go try to find some trend line over there to kind of connect the point around here. They're going to say, hey, look, my fucking trend lines called it. No. Okay? No. No, no, no. All right. So that's the 578 high. Guys, the 578 high, again, for tops and for short entries, okay? You use it as one confluence signal for your short entry. 1111 only for a trending market. Right now it's not a trending market, so you don't use it, okay? You can just use it to kind of generally find out what's kind of going on. Next up, we have the 827 low. Okay, 827 low, know when the bottom is in. Once the 827 low is hanging around here, you don't want to be shorting. Okay, now one thing to watch out for is that the LSMA likes to come down to the bottom. It likes to come low, but it doesn't have to come all the way low. Okay, and again, it's coming down here, but it likes to do a bull cross. You see this? The LSMA, the red is going above the white. That's a bull cross, and you see again the same concept. Applies, okay? When the Williams line moves above the 800 EMA and above the minus 69.81, it becomes a long signal. Bing! But again, this rebound line here is very important because the price will come back and retest, okay? Okay, now, here's something very important, okay? We're going to keep that at that for now, okay? On this chart. We're going to call this the Williams main chart, so I'm going to delete these GAN fans because this is our Williams main chart. All right, perfect. Okay, now, not perfect. I missed the drop. I'm sad. Oh, boy. Now, let's move on to the next chart. The next chart, folks, is our ganja chart, and I'm very sorry. I just recently started sharing my live charts, and I didn't know that you guys get copies of, you get to know the name of my chart, okay? So I'm sorry, ganja is ganja. It kind of looks like kind of ganja-ish, so I named it ganja chart. Okay, sorry, I'm digressing. It's like 4 a.m. Now, the ganja chart has these indicators on it. Okay, real quick, you have your stock RSI with these settings. You have the percentage R, 1999, with the EMA 240 and the LSMA 1999. You have the percentage R, 441 high. You have the percentage R, 489 low. You have the percentage R, 827 low. And you have the RSI 240 low with the EMA 49. Sorry, I need to remove this EMA. Perfect, okay? You just have this RSI 240 low, okay? That's what you have on this chart. Now, this chart is very important because it helps you monitor what's happening right now with the price, okay? Most important is the stock RSI, all right? Now, stock RSI, you have two main lines, okay? You have this blue line and you have the red line, okay? Blue line and orange line. The blue line is faster than the orange line, so the blue line will move first, and then the orange line may or may not follow depending on the strength of the movement of the blue, okay? That's the key thing here. And then you got this horizontal line at 70.52. Now, the significant this horizontal line is it's a very significant level that I have found, okay? Now, what happens here is when both lines cross below minus 70.52 or 70.52, what happens is the price dumps, okay? Now, you need to be careful because the stock RSI likes to do this curvy stuff, okay? Do you see that? It likes to, hey, it's going down. No, it's going back up. It's going down. Oh, no, it's coming back up. Do you see that? So when the stock RSI is coming down below here, you could use that as a short signal, but you need to be careful. You need to have other confluence in your TA. This could count as one piece of confluence, but you need to be prepared when you're using the stock RSI as a short entry that, hey, it could swing back up. So if it's going to swing back up, you need to be aware of what your support and resistance is at this area so that you can set a responsible stop. Real easy. What do you do then? You check this part right here. It crossed at 742. Okay, now what happened at 742? What was the price of 742? 26, right around here. Okay, right around there, about 68, 69. Now that told you if you went short there, if the price went back above 68, 69, it'll pump. Did it go above 68, 69? Yes, it did. And what happened? It did pump. Do you see that? So you could use the positions on these indicators as SR points. So you use that 70.52, right, as a coordinate and find out what the price was the last time the stock crossed there. Do you see that? And that'll tell you what the resistance is if the stock is going to come up. Do you see it? Okay, very important. So if it couldn't break above that price, it would have rejected back down. But that doesn't mean the only way for it to have got rejected there is it would have had to test that price. So if your stop was that price, it would have got hit. So the idea is if you're entering a short there, you need to be aware of, hey, if this comes back up, where's it headed? That means if it's headed at this point, then it's likely the price is going to go back up to what it was there. What was it there? 68.85. And if it goes above 68.85, then where is it going? It's going to be the higher pivot than that, okay? So start to think in terms of pivots and SR points, okay? Start to think about SR. Support and resistance is very, very important. People laugh at it, but it's very, very important, and you can learn a lot about price action by paying attention to support and resistance by using these indicators, okay? Next, on to the main event. The next one is, yikes, is this going to line? No, not yet, maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. It didn't hit 65. I'd like to see it go lower. Let's wait. The next here, folks. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to bring the energy. It's supposed to be the end of the year show, but you know what? There's been so much going on. Holy cow. We have done so much work. Okay, I got like 3 guys working on indicators and code and all of this stuff, and it is crazy, okay? It is crazy. There's a lot of work. It's hectic. All right, now this 1999 Williams is very, very important, okay? It's different from the other Williams that I showed you. This one operates differently. It has totally different levels, okay? Now, here's what you got. You got a bottom right here, and you got a top right here. Do you understand that? That means the bottom is minus 99.95. The top is minus 1.54. Now, usually I use the close. Do you understand that? Normally I use a close. Okay. Now, when I'm looking for a top, I use the 1999 high. Okay. And when I'm looking for the top, to find out if it's topped. When I'm looking for the bottom, I'll use the low. Watch when I move to low. Do you see that? It's telling me that the bottom is near in. Okay. But that doesn't mean it's in. All right. Now, how you use this 1999 Williams is you use it as a grid system. Each horizontal line represents a support and resistance zone. Do you see it? Between this line and this line, that is one zone. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4, Zone 5. Do you see that? Zone 6. Do you see it? These are all zones. Okay, think about it that way. All right, now what does that mean? In order to get into this zone, the Williams needs to get above this line. Do you see it? And establish support at that place. Do you see it? So what does that tell me? What do I know? In order to get up to this line, how do I check? What price needs to become support? I check, hey, what was the price the last time the Williams touched that area, which was right around here. So at that time, the price was about right here, about 6,700. Okay? So what does that mean? In order to get up here, the Williams needs to get support at 6,700 to stay there. Make sense? Okay? Now, in order to get to minus 69.09, which is the next level up, how far in price does the price chart need to go for the Williams to be able to get there? Well, let's check. What was the price the last time it crossed that level? It was at 1207 on December 17. Ooh, 1207 on December 17. right there, right around here. About 69.17. Do you see that? Okay, so that tells me that right now the resistance over here at minus 69.09 is 69.17. So you can use these, okay, to your advantage. Why? Because right now if you were in a short, you can know, hey, if the price goes over here, if the Williams moves up, what's the resistance? Okay, I went along this. Okay, but I can't because I'm doing this. Okay, now you need right here, the resistance is 67.05. What does that mean? If you're in a short and you don't want to get stopped out, your stop would probably have to be above 67.05 if you don't want to get stopped out, right? Right now the price is 66.15. If your stop is 66.50, you're gonna get stopped. Makes sense? Why? Because your stop is located in the middle of the range from the bottom to this SR. Do you see that? So if your stop is located in the middle, it's going to get hit. Your stop has to be above whatever the price was the last time the Williams was at that level. So that's how you manage your stops. Very, very important. Makes sense? So if you've been getting stopped out, that's a big reason why. It's probably because your stops are located within the range that's at play. Make sense? Right? Now let's do another example of that here. Okay. Okay. Now let's say if you were short from here. Let's say you shorted there. You're short at 68.82. Let's put a horizontal ray there. 68. Fine. 68.80. You're short there. Okay. Now, where would you put your stop? Would you put your stop right here at 69? Most people would put their stop where? Well, 6,900. Okay. Let's see you put your stop at 6,900. Woo, 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 woo. Whoa, I hate when TradingView does this stuff. Fine. Let's see you put your stop at 6,900. Okay. Okay. Now, you shorted here. You thought that was the top, and you put your stop way above this peak here at 6,900 because you think it's going to be safe, right? But now, when you set that stop, you should have considered, where did you short? One more time. You shorted right here. You shorted right here. Make sense? So now, if at that point you were going to set a stop, you had to look at your chart. This is support here. What's your resistance? Your resistance is, or was, this green minus 69.09 line. So in order to set your stop, you'd have had to check, hey, what was the price the last time the Williams 1999 touched this line? That was right around here at about December 16th, 1847. December 16th, 18, woo, 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 woo. 18, 19, 18, right here. Do you see that? That was 69.11. Make sense? Okay, 69.11. And where is 69.11? It is above your stop of 69.01. So what did the Williams do? Bang! This was 69.11. It wicked over 69.11 and came down. You see that? So what does that tell you? That if you're going to set a stop, it would have had to be above 69.11. Because if this Williams line was going to come up, it was going to test 69.11. You see that? Right. And what was this price the time before? Right here. It was much higher when it broke the EMA. Do you see that? Above 69.11 would be 70.92. Woo! So that really makes you think about risk. Did you want to take that trade at that time or not? Do you see that? Right? It would have been better to have waited. So when it goes sideways for a long time like that, chances are it's going to pump. Okay? In one way or pump or dump the other way. Okay? Now, I'm glad we got that out of the way. Now, what's going on here? Yeah, I went along that shit. Okay. 66.13. Did touch 65.91? Yeah, it did, right? Okay, I can't think clearly right now. I want to long it, but I can't. I really can't. Let me go to the 4-hour. Yeah, I don't bottom catch, guys. I can't bottom catch. I don't want to. Not right now, at least. Okay, very good. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. There we go. Okay, I just have to make sure you guys can see my screen, and you can. Okay, so the point is you can use these lines here to figure out your support and resistances. Now, usually, like I said, usually the top is up here at minus 1.54. The bottom is right here, minus 99.95. However, in a choppy market, it will not always bottom and it will not always top, okay? It will not always bottom. Like, look at that. You think that's a top? No, it did not top up there. It's a chop, okay? Chop and range. It'll do that, okay? So just keep that in mind. So what I want you to do is go and do some back testing, all right? Now, the next thing on here is this here, the percentage R4 for 1 high. The 4 for 1 high, this is more of a slow motion of the overall move. Look here, the top is up here. Do you see that? And the bottom is right here in this zone, okay? The bottom is right there in that zone, and if you want to catch the bottoms, real easy, you go to low. Do you see that? It'll tell you the bottoms. Makes sense? Yeah, it's telling me the bottom is kind of in. But yeah, I'm making this video right now, so I don't want to multitask and make the wrong move. Okay, so I'll keep it as close. Yeah, the bottom is in. Fuck. Okay, so the 4 for 1 high, it's more of an overall idea of what's happening in the move, the strength of the move, the movement. Do you see that? Where does it top? It likes to top above minus 19.27. Do you see that? And then come down, okay? So be wary. It likes to go over and then come down, and it usually plays around a little bit. So you use this more of a slow motion graph of the overall move. Do you see it? So when it's like this, you don't want to short. Do you see it? When it's not topped over here, you still don't want to short, and then you got that pump, and all right, okay, up here, now I'm looking for shorts. Do you see that? Now you got that rejection here. Now you got the stock RSI falling. Do you see that? And you had the RSI top. Do you see it? That's how you use this chart. You use it for confluence, okay? Now, next up, the 49. This 49, Williams, it just serves as a fast pace of what's happening on, this is more of like the present 1 to 3 1-minute candles, okay? It'll be very fast. So what's happening when it's topped? That means it'll move. The price will probably move down there. Do you see it? When the price is down on the candle, what's going to happen when it moves up? It'll move up. It's just a little bit faster, not that important, okay? Now, this here, the 8 to 7 low is even slower than the 4 for 1. It'll give you an overall idea of what's happening with the move. Do you see that? Okay, that's it. So the 8 to 7 low and 4 for 1 are very, 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 very. Well, what I want to say is, it all depends on your subjective interpretation about how you read the 4 for 1 and the 8 to 7. Okay, the 4 for 1 is a little bit faster than the 8 to 7, and the 8 to 7 is a little bit slower than the 4 for 1. Okay, that's more of a big picture kind of thing. Lastly, the RSI 240 low. It has 3 levels. Okay, 3 levels here. Okay, 42, 48.21, and 58, and these are significant levels. Why? It likes to top over here at 58. It likes to bottom at or below 42. So what do? You click there, right click, and add an alert. Make sense? Create. Okay, you set alerts. I don't have an alert right now. I don't know why. I canceled most of my alerts. Okay, makes sense. So if it tops, that's one confluence for short. Do you see that? That topped. What else topped? Is the stock RSI? Oh, there you go. You see that? And you see this rejection over here? There you go. And you see this topped over there too? There you go. You see that? Now you have confluence that, hey, the price is probably topped. Okay? That's all this is. You're looking for confluence. All right? Confluence, confluence, confluence. Many things put together, look for confluence. Okay? It cannot always be that, hey, this time the stock RSI topped, this time the RSI topped, and something else happened with Williams 827. It's not always going to be the same confluence. So I've given you different pieces to put together that you could use to your own advantage the way that you want. Okay? And if you have 3 confluence signals, hey, that's probably a good idea to intra-trade. Make sense? And we have rules. We have rules about, hey, the blue 1-to-1. Above the blue 1-to-1, you long. Below the blue 1-to-1, you don't long. Below the red 2-to-1, you short. Above the red 2-to-1, you don't short. I'm talking about the GANFAN, right? All right. So you gotta start to see every aspect of this as a system of different pieces or components that come together and work together. Okay? It's like an orchestra with so many different instruments, and they come together to perform. They come together to put on a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful performance of music. Okay? That's the key thing here. Start to think about everything as a piece that plays its role. Okay? Just like in your family, in your house, if you got like 5-6 people in your family, you know that when one person's missing, something's different, something feels strange. You just know in the house that, hey, my sister's not home right now. Or you know, like, hey, someone's cooking something. Do you get that? So you got to think about all of these indicators as something like different family members of the same family. Do you see that? And them coming together and having some kind of interaction or meeting with each other. Do you see it? And you got to try to interpret this as some kind of show that's happening rather than as just like indicators on the screen. Make sense, right? Start to take it a little bit more personally. Okay? So let's just put it that way for now. Or you could think about, yeah, I think that's the best way to see it. Okay, so that is our ganja chart. Ganja. Okay, and the bottom on the RSI, what did I say? It's right here at this bottom line. Okay, now generally, it likes to move from bottom to top and from top to bottom. But that's usually about 80% of the time. It does not always hold true. Okay, and the middle area, that acts as good support or sideways chop. Okay, you just need to know that. Okay, very, very important. Okay, you got that? Very good. So now you have a confluence for a bottom, right? So you know that when, hey, the RSI is this low already, you don't want to short, just chill, dude. Okay, so now, no. We covered that. Okay, next thing. We're still going on this video, right? Yeah, it's still recording. Whoa, it's been an hour. Okay, I'm reaching my limit. Now, the next thing I want to show you guys is, yes, these are a lot of Williams indicators, and some of you guys said that, yeah, you'd like some space on your screen. So what I've done for you is I got my guys to make me a new indicator, okay? Right here. This is a custom Ace Pro Williams indicator, okay? And I will make it public soon, perhaps tomorrow. And all of the lines are pre-drawn for you, just the same way I have them. And here's the thing. On this, you have the EMA and the LSMA, okay? Do you see that? Okay, and you can go to the settings, and you can choose the Williams length, okay? Whether you want high, low, or whatever. You could choose the LSMA length, right? And you could choose the EMA length, okay? And then here in the settings, this second plot, this is for the LSMA. This third plot is the color for the EMA. Okay, that's all you need to know. All right, and you can choose them and set them however you want. Okay, so have a good time with that. That'll save you guys a lot of time, especially if you have multiple charts. Personally, I still like to draw my Williams lines by myself. Why? Because when I draw them, then I get I get these horizontal labels, and I like them. Okay, so bang, guys, your main chart right now, ganja chart, and your Williams main chart. This one right here. Your main indicators right here, DPO. Okay, 578 high if you want to know the top is in, 827 low if you want to know the bottom is in. Okay, the RSI if you want to know top is in, or if bottom is almost in. Makes sense? Okay, stock if you want to know top is in or bottom is in. Right? Pretty easy, right? Williams 1999 if you want to know what's happening with the price, what's the nearest support and resistance. Okay, do you see that? Okay, you're putting these together. These are your main indicators. Okay, now one thing is when this is in the middle, when it's just in the middle, I'm kind of careful. Okay, you see that? Now just like the other Williams we looked at, this 1999, it'll climb up, climb up, climb up top. And what happened? What's this blue one? It's the LSMA 1999. It came below. And what happened? The LSMA 99 started acting as a resistance. So on any of the Williams, once it tops and comes down, right? If it's below the LSMA, good. As soon as the Williams gets above the LSMA, on the way down, close your trade or set a stop in profit because it's probably going to lift off. Okay, and that happens a lot. Maybe not on this trade. Let me see here. Come on, TradingView. All right, TradingView hates me. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, so just keep that in mind. You see, that's why I don't bottom catch. Okay, so bang. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to introduce these charts to you. And the next thing, so we got, one more time, let me go through it. This is our 1 minute support resistance chart, okay? And this is our Ganfan chart, right? Our 205 minute Ganfan chart, and you can make your own. You don't have to use mine, okay? And mine has a whole bunch of other stuff. You don't even need to worry about it right now, okay? And then we have our main Williams chart. Most important charts, guys, okay? That's our ganja chart. You see that? Okay? You know these charts now, right? And this is my Ace Pro long indicator chart. Damn, long, where are you? Right, there you go. All right, look at that, okay? Good. So, guys, remember, trend is your friend, okay? Follow the violet move, the way the violet move is, okay? Keep that in mind. Okay, that's my short. Oh, okay, short's nice, okay. Yeah, okay. Anyway, Ace Pro's doing a good job. And hey, I got it from a lot of you guys. A lot of you guys said, hey, you know what? First of all, I want to thank you guys all. You guys have all given me such good feedback. And I just want to see you guys do well. I want to see you guys make money. And what I got from a lot of you guys is says you don't mind paying for the indicators, and the indicators are fucking awesome, but you want to be able to do your own TA and enter your own trades without the indicator, but you still want the indicator. Do you see that? You still want the Ace Pros, but you want to be able to enter and exit trades on your own. Why? Of course, you do, and I want you to, because, hey, this is some kind of skill that you could keep with you forever, and you could use it in any kind of market and do well. Right? So yeah, the indicator absolutely helps. But hey, if you got your own TA going on, that is best. Okay? And I love the indicator too. I got my own TA, but I love the indicator, right? And I love the Ace Pro, right? I love it. The long and the short, I love them too. But I 100% agree that hey, if you had your own TA, okay, then your use of the indicators would be enhanced significantly. So then, although the success rate is about 80% with a 1% stop, right? It's more than 80% actually, depending on if you're talking about the long or short. They're both above 80%. Then if you got your TA right, then hey, you can avoid the risk, that 20%, the 20-ish% risk factor, okay? You can avoid that. You can significantly reduce it at least, okay? So next up, not going to get into that now. yeah, went over that with you guys. Now, this is what I'm calling the Ace Pro Coco SR indicator. Beautiful. Look at that. Do you see support, resistance? Support, broken, got above resistance, broke support, dump. Do you see that? Look at that. Broke support, try to get it above resistance, rejected, dump. Do you see that? So when you're in a trade, you could use this stuff in conjunction with GANFAN to find out your supports and resistances. This is just another tool that I'll be releasing more details about later. Okay, not right now. Okay, but there you go. Here's your GANFAN, right? And you could use all of this stuff together, guys. So the game here really is, one, keep your strategy simple. Okay, keep a limited amount of indicators, and two, look for confluence. Okay, confluence will keep you safe. Okay, look for confluence, and I got a big suggestion for you. Don't worry about the number of shorts or the number of longs or Twitter or chats and people, and just look, develop your own strategy and stick with it. That's it. And ignore anything and everything from everybody else. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't need to intratrade right now. You don't need to intratrade tomorrow. What you need to do is pick some pieces to be a part of your strategy. Whether they're these charts that I've laid out for you and prepared for you, or whether you make something totally of your own. Or well, you could take pieces of my strategy and put them together with your strategy and mix and combine, or do whatever you want. Okay? But step one is that you need to have your own system. Okay? It must be a systematic approach, or else your long-term success rate is going to suffer, and it's going to suck and cost you money. All right? Long-term success rate. You got to have a system in place, and you have to understand your system. So instead of focusing on entering trades and getting wins, yeah, of course, the natural human instinct is there because it's greed and you want to win. So instead of just trying to focus on entering a trade, hey, try to understand what your system is and how to use your system. Watch it for a day, 2 days, 5 days, a week, 2 weeks even. Test it on low leverage, on 1x, 5x, even if it's just like 50 contracts or whatever. Take the time to understand your system. Take the time to understand what your rules are, okay? And train yourself. Train yourself, okay? And find out what kind of opportunities are good opportunities for you. When you see X, Y, and Z, is that good or bad for you? What kind of opportunities are not good for you? When do you want to be in the market? When do you want to be entering a trade? When don't you want to be entering a trade? Do you see that? You got to develop an understanding of that. It's not just that we're on the internet and we can press a button and make some money. No, it's not just that. Okay, so I really want you guys to think about what your system is and what your rules are, and when's a good time for you to trade, when's not a good time for you to trade. Okay, that's a key thing here. Okay, key thing. Okay, now I will be updating the channel with some rules and guidelines of how to handle trades and tips and stuff like that. I will be doing that. Okay, and I want you guys to. Okay, so there you go. Anyway, let's keep it there. I just wanted to introduce you. I just wanted to make sure that everybody's caught up on the indicators we're using and the charts we're using. Okay, so yes, for some time we did use the Renko chart and we did use some other things. We did use the Ellers, but right now all of that is irrelevant. I want you to focus on just this stuff here. Okay, that I've presented to you in today's video. Okay, now here's the thing. It is December 18th, 2019, and the year's almost over. It's almost Christmas, and damn, I'm getting TradingView notifications. Okay, it is almost Christmas, and I want you guys to be ready and making profit and putting up your profit and making BTC, because next year this is most likely going to explode. Okay, last year it did that nice run to 13K, and this year it could be more. Maybe it could go to hell first or whatever, but here's the advantage. Some of you guys say, yeah, I don't have time to trade the 1 minute chart. Are there any swing trades? But guys, look at the chart and tell me whether any kind of swing trade is worth your risk and is worth the risk to reward. You tell me that, okay? Or even the stress of even checking your phone for a swing trade. Is it even worth it? No. The best way forward for all of us is actually the 1 minute chart, because you can catch trades, you can catch moves, you can make good amounts of money, and you can build up your portfolio. That's what we want to be doing. And look, the way that we're doing the 1 minute chart is we actually make it very easy. Personally, I used to be intimidated by the 1 minute chart. I didn't know how people did it, and right now all I like to look at is the 1 minute chart. And I think if you give it some time, you will get fantastic. Now, big suggestion, guys. Big suggestion. Do not use 100% of your account on a trade, or 100% of your stack on a trade. Okay? If your full amount of money is $1,000, then you should only go into a trade with $100. Okay? If you have $10,000 in your stack, you should not go more than $1,000. Okay? Just for example. Okay? Why? Because there's going to be a time when you fuck up. Okay? You could fuck up and make a mistake. You're tired, or you press the wrong button, or your internet disconnects, or something happens. Do you see that? And what's going to happen? You're going to lose a big chunk of your money, right? To a stop, or to a massive candle in the direction opposite of your favor, or the direction opposite of your trade. Do you see that? That could happen, right? But you got to understand that at any time, somebody new can enter the market, press a button, and bang, blast off or dump. Anytime. Do you see that? So some things are beyond TA. Okay, like if someone wants to come in and just dump a lot of BTC, it's going to crash the price, and the other way around. Okay, so really, guys, that's the main thing. Okay, why? Because if you're trading with $100, then you could turn that $100 into $300-400 on 25x in like a week. Okay, that's all it takes. So if your stack is $1,000 and you're going into a trade with $1,000, and then you have 2-3 bad trades, that $1,000 is gone. And then what are you going to trade with? Do you see that? But if you take $100 out of that $1,000 and you trade with that $100, then if you're trading the right way, in about a week you could have $200-300 at least. Right? In a week, you could have $200-300 from that $100. Do you see it? And then if you fuck up, you still have the $900 left. Makes sense, right? So what you want to do is you want to focus on building your account. Okay, and you want to do it in a responsible way. And the best part is if you get wiped out of that $100, is hey, you got $900 left that you could take $100 from, and then you could try to make that $200-$300 again, right? So the problem is you got to realize that you don't need this money right now. You just want this money. Makes sense? Okay, start to think that way. And yeah, shout out to Slim Pickens. This guy just took $50 and turned it into, like, what was it, 0. I can't remember right now. I'm not looking at Discord. I think it was 0.25 BTC, or was it 0.3? Really amazing, man. Hands down. Like, round of applause. And there are a lot of other members who have made that kind of progress. One person I remember in particular, Promo Crypto, when he started, I think he only had like $50 or $100, and he turned it into a couple $1,000s or something. And he took $50 or $100, turned it into $1,000 in about what was it? In about a week. Yeah, different market. That was back in September. That was even before we started the group. Actually, that was when I first introduced him to Williams 49, and he thought it was just so sick. And he's still using the 49, but now I think he's just reading up on the new stuff. Then there's one other member, Alex, and he was really killing it, man. And this guy's in college, and yeah, I think he's busy with some stuff right now. I've been in touch with a lot of you guys, so I mean, I've heard a lot of stories and a lot of feedback. But the main thing that I've got is some of you guys are not clear about, hey, which charts do I use, which indicators do I use, how do I look at it, right? So I wanted to go over that today, and I've given you a general understanding, okay, of the charts we're using and of what to look for. And the key thing here is two things. Number one is find confluence, okay? Number two is understand your support and resistances, okay? For understanding support and resistances, you know how to check what the price was at the nearest support or resistance area on the Williams or on the EMA that's on the Williams, okay? You know that, okay? You know GANFAN for support and resistance. You know 1 minute chart for support and resistance. So these are all pieces of the puzzle that you can put together and use. It is not difficult. You can do it, okay? It's very, very, very straightforward and systematic. You need some practice. If you think that there's going to be a message on your screen that tells you buy target price, will you be able to bet all your money on that? For how long? Do you see that? You got to do the work. You get what I'm saying? You reap what you sow. So you got to sow. You got to put in the work. Okay. Understand your supports and resistances, and that's key. Okay. And then again, don't give a shit about what somebody else is doing. Somebody else is longing. Somebody else is shorting. Who cares? Okay. Understand your system. Know your system. That's all that matters. Your system is God. That's it. That's what you listen to above everything else. It fucking doesn't matter if the U.S. government says it's going to buy 10 million Bitcoins. Do you understand that? You go to your system. You go to your system and see what your system says. And you follow that, okay? Nothing else matters, okay? Now, one thing I do want to get into with you guys, okay, is about the MAs and EMAs on the price chart. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have many MAs and EMAs, but these are for my own reference. You can ignore them. I just like to see the general direction of the MAs and EMAs, up or down, okay? The only two you need to pay attention to on the price chart are the TEMA 1000, that's a triple EMA, triple exponential moving average, and the 800 EMA, which is this purple one, okay? That's it. So the TEMA 1000, 800 EMA. What happens when the TEMA 1000 comes below the 800 EMA is it's a bear crust. It likes to tank the price. It likes to dump the price, okay? Now, when the TEMA 1000, right here again, comes above the 800 EMA, it's a bull cross and it likes to pump the price. So when you see the TEMA 1000 coming up near the 800 EMA, be careful, okay? Be careful. When you see the TEMA 1000 coming below the 800 EMA, be careful. careful. Very important. Can you guys do that? Yeah, you can. Because you guys are fucking amazing, okay? So guys, if you make a few little changes, just a few little changes, you are going to be amazing, okay? But number one, stop going into trades with all of your money. You need more money to survive, because statistically there are going to be bad trades. You can have 80% winners. As long as you have 80% winners and your losses are low, you will keep making money, okay? But in the event you get into a loss, you need some money to pull from your stack to be able to continue, okay? So the key is to keep going and to not get wiped out, okay? This is a numbers game, okay? Long-term win. And in order to stay in long-term, you must have money, okay? So do not spend all of your money on one trade hoping for moon or dump, okay? And the next thing is, take profits. Take profits. I'm so happy I've been taking profits. Who gives a fuck if somebody else fucking got 30 or 40 more points than you? Who cares? Okay? Just worry about your own pocket. That's it. Don't lose money. Don't pay for stops. Just worry about yourself. When somebody else says something, say, who gives a fuck what you shorted at, what you longed at? Who cares? How does that help me? What does that have to do with my system? You get what I'm saying? Okay? You get what I'm saying? Okay? That's it. Your system is king. Now, again, I'll tell you why I like GANFAN. I got some messages from you guys. Now, here's the thing, guys. If you draw a trend line, here's what's going to happen. You draw a trend line. Draw a trend line from there to there. What's happening here? Draw the trend line. Look, price is going down. Ooh, do 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 do. Up. Do do do. Chop 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 chop. Can you use that? No. You see that? You're gonna get fucked. Okay. It's really hard to trade trend lines. I used to be a trend line guy, and then I just said, yo, fuck this shit. Okay. Why? My horizontal support resistances plus GANFAN king. Okay. You don't need trend lines. Why do you need a trend line? Why do you need a trend line when you can just look at, why do you need a trend line when you just look at the GANFAN? Look, it'll tell you where the resistance is. Do you see that? What trend line would have worked? No. Why do you need a trend line when you got the Williams right here? You can find out what the resistance is. You can find out what the support is. This works better than a trend line. It's more dynamic. It's more flexible. Okay? You don't need a trend line. All right? You don't need a trend line. Absolutely not. Okay? Don't use trend lines. Okay? Don't use trend lines. You're asking for trouble. All right? Pretty straightforward. Okay? Now, what else do I got for you guys? We're gonna put it there. That's what I got. So hopefully, I want to get in touch with some of you guys. I got DMs, and I am going to schedule a call, and I hope that in the next 2 to 3 weeks I could have a chance to speak to all of you. And I just want to find out about how your experience has been trading, crypto or anything else, and how your experience has been since joining this group, and what your challenges are when you're trading, and what your goals are for trading, and that's pretty much it, right? And I want everybody to be making money, and I don't want to hype it up or anything, but I mean, if you just take a look at what we went through, it's very systematic, and you can use it to make really good profits, and that's what I want for all of you guys. Because if we're not gonna be making good profits, then hey, I mean, why are we trading then? Then we can just work our 9-to-5 jobs, go home and enjoy time with our families. Why do we gotta trade? That's just that's just how I see it. So if we're gonna trade, hey, let's make it worthwhile, and get some results that we're gonna be proud of. right? Because it doesn't take a lot. Just some investment in ourselves, and we could you know what, have exactly the kind of money and lifestyle that we want. So trading can provide us with that. And so anyway, I do also want to thank you guys for being here with me in this group for as long as we've been running it. And I want to thank you for trying out the Ace Pro indicators and paying for the Ace Pro indicators and using them in your trades. And I feel really grateful that you guys are able to, use one of my ideas and make profit from it. That's pretty cool. That there's people like all around the world that are using my idea and making money. It's pretty cool. I never thought that could happen, but yeah, I do have plans for the Ace Pro, and there's a lot I could do. You just give me something on a chart, and yeah, I could give you something with an 80% plus success rate. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is the website right here. Okay, it's raceaceace.com. Okay, it's raceaceace.com. Okay, so I want you to come and check it out. Now, on raceaceace.com, you're gonna see here we have it's the home page. You can scroll through it, right? And here you have the bundle, right? And you have the long only and the short only. Now, here's the thing. The bundle is there for you. It's $200 for both the long and the short. Okay. And yeah, like I said, spend your money where it matters. Ace Pro indicators are worth every penny. Ace Pro users all over the world are beating the market right now. Are we not? And making crazy profits? There you go, right? Come and join the Ace Pro community and profit like the pros. Are we not profiting like the pros? We are making more profit than the pros, probably, okay? Okay, so yeah, you come join my Discord. And now, guys, here's the key thing, okay? You see, in training, I want to bring your attention to this. It says, automate your trading, okay? Click on that if you want to know details about auto trading, okay? Okay, come on, load, please. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Now, the only auto trading I'm putting out is for Jubot. Okay. So you could read through this guide. It will tell you step by step about how to auto trade with Jubot. Okay. It will tell you how to auto trade step by step. Okay. Sorry, my internet is just a little bit slow here. Okay. Step by step, it'll go through it with you. Now, here's the deal. These are the instructions, okay, for auto trading. It's step by step, okay? So you could do that on your own, okay? And everything's here for you. And I cannot answer your questions about auto trading, okay? I cannot answer your questions. Why? Because auto trading is all on you if you want to do it or not do it. Okay, it's completely different from normal trading, so you have to find out what your risk is, what kind of results you want. Okay, now here's the thing. If you want to set it up on your own, all of the instructions are here, okay, under training. All right, and if you need help setting it up, that option will be available to you at an extra charge. Okay, that option will be available to you at an extra charge. So I could have it set up for you, right? I could get somebody who has the time to help you with it, and we could charge per setup. And the price for that will be released. It's probably going to be about $150 for the setup fee. Okay, now for auto trading itself, I'm not charging you a fee for that. You could use the indicators to auto trade. Just set the alerts. That's why I gave the alerts, because you're paying for the indicators, so you have the right to set the alerts or not set the alerts, right? So the instructions are there. If you follow the instructions, you should be able to do it with just little background knowledge in tech, okay? And there you go. That's key right there. And yeah, it's fantastic that we were able to put out these indicators in the amount of time we've been here together, right? It's pretty impressive, pretty impressive. Okay, now here's the next thing. Here's the next thing. Okay, here's the next thing. Give me just a second here. Why is this freezing? Sorry, hang on, my screen is totally freezing. Okay, so that's better. Now, so that's the website, and here's what I'm gonna announce a coupon code for you. If you want to get any of the indicators, I will announce a coupon code for you, and you'll be able to get a discount. Okay, you will be able to get a discount, and maybe until the 1st of January. Okay, I think until the 1st of January. I think that's good. Yeah, I still got to decide that and how I put out a coupon code. Okay, so I will be announcing that for you. You could check out here, and on the website you could just click add to cart, get started, and yeah, I'm sure you know how to use it. You could pay in crypto. Okay, add to basket. You can pay in crypto. Okay, now let's get back to these charts. Ooh, this is getting interesting here. Okay, very, very interesting here. Okay, now I think we've gone over the charts. Now the key thing here, guys, once again, is risk management. Okay, nail the risk management right, and you're going to be in and out on trades. If at any time you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything you want included in a video or a live stream, anything you want addressed, please do ask as many questions as possible. Okay, ask as many questions as possible. All right, so we're going to keep it there. We're going to call that part one. Okay, so just wanted to simplify the setups for us. Okay, and moving forward, hey, Bitcoin is going to be getting busy in the coming year. So there's going to be lots of trades for us to catch. Remind yourself that there's always a trade for you to catch, so there's no need to feel FOMO at a dangerous time. Honestly, I'd rather trade over here than over here. Okay? I mean, I'd rather intro trade over here than over here. So don't bottom catch, okay? So I'm going to be coming out with improvements to the channel, and get in touch with me. Let's schedule a voice call. I am flying to Denmark. It's Wednesday right now, not today. Tomorrow. I mean, on Thursday I'm flying to Denmark, and yeah, I'm going to be going on holidays. Denmark, Switzerland, Sweden, and maybe even Finland. I had plans for Dubai, but you know what? There's too much going on right now. So yeah, let's make some money, and let's get better. And in the next video, we will do more. Okay, and go into more details. So once again, guys, thank you for being here. Please manage your risk. Please understand what your strategy is and what your rules are, and look for confluence, and please understand your support and resistances. Okay, all right, wonderful. I want you to have a merry Christmas and happy New Year. Enjoy the end of the year with your family, and start thinking about your goals for next year. Okay, let's make some money. Okay, it is 4:46 a.m. and I finally did this video. I've been waiting to do it for a long time. There's just been one thing after another, and guys, auto trading is going to be absolutely amazing. All right, when you set it up, okay, you just start with a small amount to test out the right settings for you. I personally have not started auto trading yet. I will be getting into it soon, right? There are members auto trading, but I don't want to give more details about that, as I don't know if they want you guys to know they're auto trading, but yeah, okay, we are going to leave it there. And ladies and gentlemen, soon enough I will be announcing more details about the Ace Pro Coco SR indicator. Okay, I will be releasing the Ace Pro Custom Williams indicator for you. Okay, and yeah, I'm also going to be coming out with an ETH/USD long indicator. Okay, and guys, in this market, oh my God, where's the Ace Pro short? The Ace Pro short, guys, it's been murdering this market. It's been murdering it. Like, it's been amazing, right? We caught some nice moves recently from the Ace Pro short. Really, you know? So if you can just use this as confluence, it's amazing and it pays for itself. And here's the thing, I want your TA to get better so you can make more money. All right, if you use the Ace Pro with your TA, whoo, you good, huh? Okay, you're really good. Okay, so go check that out, understand your charts. Okay, thank you guys all for being here, and hey, send me a message. Let's schedule a voice call. Let's go into the details. Okay, we have to spend the time if we're gonna get better. Okay, we can do it right now. Why wait until next week or the week after? Stop gambling, stop guessing. Know for sure about how you want to trade, what you want to trade, when you want to trade. Okay, all of that. Okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Let's win. Let's not get stopped out. Please review what I said about the SRs, about setting your stops. Okay, so I always I use the Williams, okay, to find out my supports and resistances. So for example, right now I know if this crosses the EMA, if it tries to cross the EMA, it needs to break above the price over here. And what was that price? Bang, 68.70. Do you see that? For example, I know that's the resistance. It needs to get over, right, to be in this zone. So this is gonna try to fly up soon, probably. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I got for you right now, and let's make some money. All right. So, thank you for being here once again. I'm gonna cut it off there. I think I'm just zoned out right now. It's 5 a.m. All right. Take care, guys.